I just got back from a once-in-a-lifetime European vacation, only to find a total stranger living in my apartment and calling the cops on me. Yeah, me. Imagine standing outside your own door, key in hand, jet-lagged but excited to sleep in your bed, only to hear your name being radioed in as a squatter. My name's Nate, and this story still makes my blood boil. I'd been planning this dream trip for years, me and my best friend Micah, backpacking across Italy, Spain, and France. We laughed, we ate, we lived the dream. Before leaving, I asked someone I trusted with everything, my childhood friend, Mark, to watch my place. This guy, he grew up with me. Slept in my basement every summer. I gave him the keys, my 2 cats, even a binder of instructions color-coded by room. I was that guy. First few days in Europe, perfect. But then, silence. My texts didn't go through. Calls ignored. I figured he was busy or just forgot to charge his phone. I didn't worry. I was sipping sangria on a beach in Valencia. But then, I come back home 3 weeks later. It's late. I'm exhausted, but relieved. I just want to fall into my bed. Except, my key doesn't work. Weird. Maybe Mark changed the locks for security. I knock. Nothing. I knock again. Louder. I hear movement. Whispering, then silence. Suddenly, squad cars pull up, blue and red lights flashing. And then Mark walks out of my apartment, smirking. He points at me and tells the cops. That's him. He's been trying to break in for days. I couldn't even speak. I tried to explain. This was my home. My name's on the deed. I had ID bills, even mail addressed to me. But Mark, he had a story, and a fake lease agreement to go with it. He told the cops I'd abandoned the apartment, and now I was trying to break back in unannounced. I stood there, in front of the place I built, being told I had to leave, and settle it through legal channels. I spent that night in the cheapest motel I could find. The walls smelled like mildew. The sheets were stiff. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling, wondering how this could happen. How someone could literally steal your life out from under you. Next morning, I called my lawyer. Thank God I had one through work. We filed a motion immediately. Within a week, we were in court. I brought everything. Property records, ID, even text messages from Mark saying he'd watched the place. My lawyer shredded that lease like cheap tissue paper. The judge ruled in my favor in 10 minutes. Mark was ordered to vacate immediately, but when I stepped inside, my stomach dropped. The apartment was a wreck. It reeked of cigarettes and cheap cologne. Some of my stuff was just gone, like my grandfather's watch, a signed vinyl from my dad's old band, a typewriter from my grandma. I wanted to believe maybe he'd just moved them, but I checked the building's security cam footage. Turns out, Mark had been bringing in strangers, selling things, hosting parties, who knows what else. I filed a police report, but things moved slow. Too slow. So I took matters into my own hands. I talked to neighbors. One said Mark was seen carrying boxes out late at night. Another remembered a moving sale on the front porch. I started digging. Facebook Marketplace. OfferUp pawn shops. And then I saw it. My dad's watch. Listed online. Same model. Same engraving inside. Time is earned. I sent the link to the cops. They launched a real investigation this time. They found my stuff in 3 different pawn shops. 2 weeks later, Mark was arrested, charged with fraud, theft, falsifying documents, and unlawful occupancy. Turns out that lease he showed the cops downloaded off a sketchy site, edited in Photoshop. It worked. For a while. When the police cuffed him outside his new place, yeah, he'd moved again. I stood there. I didn't say a word. I didn't have to. He looked me dead in the eye and said, "This was supposed to be mine. Like I owed him my life. Like he was entitled to my apartment, my peace, my memories. He wasn't. I built this life, paid every bill, bought every tile, swept every floor. He just crawled through the window when no one was watching. Now, I've changed all the locks, installed full surveillance. No one, not even family, gets a key without a notarized agreement. Trust, you lose it once. That's it. Spaghetti. One of my cats came back eventually, skinny, scratched up, but alive. He knew where home was, and me. I've never looked at friendship the same way again. So next time someone offers to watch your place for free, ask yourself, what's it really going to cost? If this story shook you, if you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, hit that subscribe button. Because on My HOA Life, we dig deep into the stories no one talks about, the ones that happen behind closed doors. Like, comment, share your own experience. And remember, trust isn't free, it's earned, just like time.